Glad you can make it. I'm just trying to set things up here. There we go. I'm not wiggly too much. So I'm Tammy, and this is Snowstorm Crafts. And I hope you guys are having a crafty day today. I'm just getting everything set up. I'm glad you guys can make it. So we just got some nice guitar music in the background. And it's just going to be a fun, crafty day. I'm going to show you guys how to make hair using scrap fabrics. Okay. So I'm just setting up my laptop and make sure I can see all the comments. And if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Like I said, I'm Tammy. And hi, Paula. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That is the best way to support me. And my little dolls here. These are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. And we'll talk about some of the new dolls I've been making. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, Paula. Hi, Maddie. Welcome. I'm glad you can make it. I'm just getting everything set up. Waiting for everybody to roll on in here. So, yeah. I just got my little dolls here. Oh, we don't want to hide our little mini doll. It's our cute little 6-inch mini doll. So every doll you see here, except for my Coraline doll and my witch doll back there, those aren't for sale because I'm keeping them. But every other doll you see here is for sale in my Etsy shop. And the link is down below. And then I have patterns for everything. All my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. Plus, I do have the witch pattern. I have the Coraline, but I color my blue-haired freckle-faced girl. So that's what we've done this last series here, is taking my Coraline pattern. And I went ahead and did just a cute little jean hoodie here, dress. And did that with it. So I'm just kind of showing the versatility that you can do with all the patterns that I have in my Etsy shop. So like I said, the Etsy link is down below. I have the doll links down there too. You guys can click through, go check them out. It's so much fun. Like I said, Paula, there's links down below. Every doll is unique in its own way, so the prices vary depending on if they are holding an animal or have an apron and have a journal. So they're all different price ranges. So just go check them out. And I really appreciate you guys, and it helps me out so much. And they are ready for their forever home for sure. Okay. So I'm just waiting for everybody to pop on in. We just got some music going in the background. It's just gonna be a nice, just crafty, relaxing day. So we've been working on her, and I did off camera, I went ahead and did some fun, just cute little pockets, like little see-through lacy pockets. And then I got these little journals, you guys. I got them off Amazon, and I put the links down in my Amazon links, but aren't they so cool? I mean, here, we got a bunch of them, but this one's like The Road to Oz, and it's just all blank in here, just blank pages, but they got like cute little real life like covers. Oh, hi Karen, I'm glad you can make it. I'm just showing everybody some cute little journals that I got off of Amazon, and I mean, they're really fun. So they're just tiny little books, and I said the link is down below, and I got a couple of them. I have different kinds of journals down there, but they're just so much fun. I mean, look at these. Aren't they cool? And they got a lot of fairy. I think that's a lot of like fairy covers and stuff. So you can see they're really neat. So yeah, They're just cute little journals. I don't remember how many you get. I think I have it all down in the links. But you have those kind of journals, and then I also have these little journals too, which is a different kind. And they're all just blank little pages in there. So they're just fun and easy. Wow. Thank you for the tip there. I really, really appreciate it. It says @liar. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The purple hair. Yes, that's my witch. Are you talking about my witch doll back here? I can grab her, but I'm going to try not to knock all my dolls down. Yeah, wow, I know. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, let's see here. Ooh, let me get her down. But this is my cute little witch doll. And like I said, I do have a pattern for her. So the link, it's down below. If not, you can just click on my Etsy link and it'll take you to my little shop and you guys can just scroll through and you'll find her. But she comes with the little kitty pattern. The broom I bought off of Amazon. And if I don't have it in my Amazon links, let me know and I'll try to get it down there for you guys. But isn't she the cutest? I mean, she's so much fun. Like, how cool is that? So yeah, that's my little witch doll. I'll just set her here for now. So there we go. Oh, this is one of Goldie's feathers, my rooster. You know, he's got some big feathers on him, but every time I see him, I collect them up. So that's one of his feathers. But thank you, yes. I'm so excited. That is awesome. Very generous tip. I really appreciate it. So this is my Coraline doll, and it's my blue-haired freckle-faced girl, and I got her pattern down below so you guys can come make her. And I'm just showing how versatile the patterns are, that I went ahead and just took her little coat here and made it into just a fun little jean hooded skirt. And today I want to show you guys how to take fabric scraps and incorporate it and make hair with it. No, Paula, they're not witches. They're my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. So they're just kind of based loosely off of junk journals, if you've ever heard of junk journaling. And if you haven't, I mean, I have lots and tons of videos. You can come just check them out. And it's just like a grungy way to kind of scrapbook is kind of how I explain it to people. It's like scrapbooking, but way grungier. And you add inks and trinkets and fun little, you know, things that you go on trips with, and you do pockets and put it all in there. So it's all just fun things like that. So I kind of loosely based them off of just junk journaling, and they're my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. So that's what I've done. So I'm gonna show you guys my newest dolls I've worked on. So we got Bath Time Betty, and I know some of you guys have seen this off on my YouTube. I did it on the, put her on the shorts so you guys can see her. And I also have my Facebook and my Instagram. So if you guys want to get caught up and see some early fun dolls that I get done, my links are down below, so come follow me. I think that'd be awesome. And then she's got a cute little journal in her pocket. But she's Bath Time Betty, and she's got a little duck. Just a cute little duck. Yeah, the Coraline doll is fun, isn't it? Yeah, thank you, G-Man. Welcome. So this is my blue-haired freckle-faced girl is what I call her, and the pattern is over in my Etsy shop. And I do not have written instructions for any of my patterns. So the PDF you will print off, and you, in the Etsy link, when you purchase, you just go down in the description and copy that link and paste it over to YouTube. And I have tutorials showing you guys step by step how I make my dolls. So that's how I can keep the price down really low for the patterns and the, you know, the print off pattern. Because I'm not doing like a cover page and written out instructions and all that stuff, so I can keep it very reasonable. And yeah, you guys just paste it over YouTube, and I got tons of different videos, plus my lives here. I've showed you guys some fun little tips and tricks and things like that. So yeah, that's how that's done. Well, thank you, Karen. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Oh, and also adoption papers. They all, if you order a physical doll from me, they come with an adoption paper. It's a certificate of adoption. You can write their name that I've either give them, or you can give them a new name, and then you just write the date and all that fun stuff. And then you have a cute little, and it's on cardstock paper. So this comes with a physical doll when you order them, and each doll will get an adoption paper. Hi, Kylie. Welcome. These are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls. Oh, yes, I did. I saw all your guys' dolls over on the community post. Love them. They're so cool. They've all turned out so great, and I really appreciate you guys posting over there. So if you guys have any projects or doll projects you've worked on, or any kind of projects that, fun little crafting projects that you've done or in the middle of working on, post them over in the community tabs. We all love seeing them, and it's a great way to inspire each other and go from there, It's so much fun. So this is Betty. So it's Bath Time Betty. She's got a little towel, and I even did a little tea and just did some hand stitching on it and stuff, and hand stitched her pockets, and I just think she was so much fun. And she's got a little shower cap on. So she is in my shop for sale. Whoops, I'm knocking everything over. And this is Velma. I named her Velma, and this is one of my Goodnight Grammys, and I give her a little kitty. So it's a little kitty, and it's the same pattern to the Coraline doll. So I figured that would tie everything together. So you can interchange all these patterns. So this is my blue-haired freckle-faced doll. So the pattern's down below if you guys want to come make her. And that's what we're doing, is we're using the dolls and using the patterns and making different ways to use them. So this is the coat that I made into a little dress. And then this is the little blue-haired freckle-faced girl kitty cat, and it comes, and I just went ahead and put it with my Goodnight Grammy here. Yeah, I had fun making Velma. Thank you. Thanks, Karen. And this is her little journal, Delight. So they come with the little handmade journal that I made. So the link is down below if you guys are interested in any of the dolls. They are waiting for their forever home. But I thought the kitty turned out really fun. I did a little trinket and a little chicken feather. Okay, so let's put them over here. So let's get started here. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing and how I'm doing it. Okay. So I haven't came up with the name for her yet. So if you guys want to comment some ideas, that would be awesome. And I would love to hear some fun ideas for a name for her. So what I do is, let me grab my piece of paper here. So I don't know if you guys have ever made hair using yarn, like sewing it in. You stitch it in, and I'm going to show you guys an easy way to do it. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, they kind of are a little creepy, but they're endearing, aren't they? They're like endearing and fun. It's just a pattern I made up, and like I said, the patterns are down below if you're curious on how they work. And super cheap pattern that you just print off and copy the link and paste it over to YouTube, and it's got a YouTube tutorial that you follow and no written instructions. Super easy, really fun, and you can make them up any way you want. They're super versatile. Okay, so what I do is take a piece of paper and I kind of line it up to where I want the hairline to be. Right? So I just go like this and say to here, and then I'll take it and cut it to that size. Okay. And then I'll show you. Did we lose a little journal? I'll have to find out who lost a journal. Okay. And then yes, so Wolf's asking, do you do any non-human ones? Well, I have all kinds of patterns down there, but I do have my primitive animals. So, like, this is the pig, but I have like different, and it comes with a bunch of them. So I do animals. So you got a bunch of animals that they can hold, and it's a perfect little size to fit in their little arms. So go check that out. It's a primitive animal link, and then like the chicken here. That's part of it. They come with a bunch of animals in one pattern. So it's a really good deal. And like the kitty comes with some of it. But yes, I do have like that kind of stuff that are non-human. Okay, I'm trying to set these guys up here. I might have to rearrange all this later. Okay, so then after I measure to the size I want, so this is the width of, you know, how I want the hair, I go ahead and lay this. I actually just put it on my sewing machine as I'm doing this. It just makes it a little easier. Oh, hey, Catherine, welcome. Oh, Crystal, yeah, I like that name. That's a good one. And then I take it and I lay it like on my sewing machine just to make it a little easier, but you don't have to. That's what the other paper's for. And you can make the paper bigger if you want. But I just take my fabric strips and I just lay them across the piece of paper here and just turn them and lay them like that. And I lay them so they're the good part, like the good part of the fabric is laying down. And I'll show you that when we go over there, I'll show you. But that's how I do it. And then I line them all up, plop the pieces of paper on top, another piece of paper on top, and then I just stitch all the way down. So then it gets it all stitched on here. Because if you didn't have a paper on top and you tried stitching, it would just get all tangled up in your machine. So yeah. Okay, and then if you do your stitches closer together, it'll be easier to rip the paper, you know. So I just take it and go like this. And then look how easy that is, guys. So you just go and rip it off, just like that. And a great way to recycle is to use like some print off paper that you don't need anymore, like keep it, you know, because you're just gonna throw all this in the trash, which is kind of a waste. But if you're recycling something that you've already had, like I had my husband bring a bunch of copy paper that they've printed on and don't need. And I was like, don't throw it away, bring it here and I'll be able to use it and do the hair with it. So it's a great way to recycle. So yeah, and then you take it. I am, Wolf, I live in the US. I'm on the West Coast over here in Oregon, is where I live. And we're actually having some cool weather today. It's only 77, I think, today, Fahrenheit, which is not too shabby. See, it's just how easy it is, guys. You just take it and rip it, just like that. And then you're pretty much kind of making like a wig. So then you have all this like that. It doesn't really matter, but try to lay the good part of the fabric and all in one direction, because when you sew it on, it'll make a difference. Like, and I'll show you here. So we're just gonna lay this to the side. I've already pinned these on her head. I haven't sewed them yet, but I'm gonna show you guys how I stitch them on. Oh, thanks, Nixley. Is that how you say that? Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying them. These are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls, and I have patterns for them. And my dolls are all for sale. So if you guys are interested, the links are down below, and my Etsy link's down below too. So you guys can come check it out. And if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. That is the best way to support me, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so then you can see that the hair is all the same. Like, you see the good part is right this way. So when you put it onto her head, you want to put the good part facing the face. So you're seeing here. So we're gonna pop it open like this. And you can do some stitching on it, which is really fun. Use some old jeans. That's a great way to do some hair. Is just find some old jeans, some old sheets that you don't use, some old t-shirts. I mean, go to Goodwill, you can find all kinds of stuff there. And I know, Karen, you were saying you can use old scarves or just some scarves that you have, which is a great idea. So those are always fun to use. So just any kind of fabric, just start looking at it different as fabric, you know? So that's what I do, is I place it across like that. And then I'm just gonna do some back stitching to stitch it on. And I'll show you guys. I'm just going to use just some Coats & Clark thread, just whatever thread you got. But this is just the easiest way that I found to stitch some hair, and you can just use all your great little fabrics up, you know, all these little strips of fabric or, you know, anything like that. Just do it for some hair. Really easy, really fun, and this is just a great hand stitching project. You can just sit, watch your favorite programs, and just do some stitching, you know. Okay. So I'm just gonna back stitch. And I just try to line it up with the seam of her head. Yeah, so I'd love to hear some fun projects you guys are working on, or if you guys come up with a fun name for her, let's all comment down below, see what we can come up with. And yeah, I think she would really love just to have a fun little name. So if you guys can see, I'm just doing some back stitching here. So I'm just popping up forward. Wolf, I do have a dog pattern that's in the primitive patterns that I was telling you about. I have a cat one and a dog one. So, and it comes with a bunch of different little animals. So yeah, go check those out. And they're just fun little characters that these dolls can hold, or you can have it just set up on your shelf and just have some fun little things to look at. Oh, that's fun, Karen. That's a good idea. That's really fun. Karen said that she's making some twin dolls for her twins in Australia. So that's really cool. Do you have twin girls or boys? Or a girl and a boy? A slow stitch, oh, snippet roll. That's fun. And then I just pull out the pins as I get past them. So yeah, this is just kind of just sit here and stitch. Oh, so you're a twin. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That one's neat. That's a neat. I was thinking you were talking about twin kids, but you're a twin. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. That's fun. Okay, so I just take the pin out. Is your twin into crafting? Does she like to craft too? Or are you guys like totally opposite? Because that's pretty fun. Oh, okay. So you have a son. Yeah. Yep. I just have a son. Oh, is she? She's totally opposite. That's awesome. So you guys see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of stitching it and just doing a little back stitch just to make sure I'm catching everything and nothing's gonna fall out of her head. Oh, that's cool. Nurses, yeah. That's really neat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. I know crafting helps a lot too, to just keep your, you know, your mind healthy and, you know, active, and just really good, you know, of course, hand-eye coordination and all that stuff. And it's just really good for your soul. Yeah, I agree. It definitely is your lifeline. It helps a lot. I mean, I love crafting. It just puts me in my whole, like anything stressful, anything going on, I just pick up something and just start working on it. I mean, my dolls right now, totally into these dolls, and they are a game changer. I mean, they really are. I agree with that. That crafting can save lives, honestly. I mean, it can make you just feel a lot better, and, you know, feel fulfilled, and it does kick in some endorphins and helps relax you, and just especially the slow stitching and all that stuff. Well, thank you, Karen. I'm glad that you're enjoying my dolls. And I mean, I'm right there with you. I really agree with just being inspired and just doing this, and it does make you feel a lot better. And I love sharing it with everybody, and I love that you guys share with me. I love seeing your guys' dolls and stuff. It just makes me so heart-filled and happy, and I love it. You guys inspire me, for sure. So I think it's just a fun little community here we got going. This is definitely my therapy. I'll just get on here and talk to you guys. I'll babble and just do some stitching. Yes, we definitely inspire each other, for sure. Because you definitely need people in your life to help inspire you. Okay, so I just get to the end here, and then I'll show you guys the bangs. They're really fun. So like I said, I'm doing the good fabric facing the doll, right? Because when we flip it, you will be able to see it. So I'm just gonna tie this off. And this is just a great way to use up our fabric scraps too. Oops, hold on, I lost that one. There we go. I have my embroidery scissors somewhere. I have to use the biggest scissors I have. Yeah, and the chickens. Yep. The chickens inspire. It's so much fun. I know I've been doing a lot of shorts videos on my chicken channel. I haven't really been doing much lives out there. It's just, I mean, we've had hot summer and just doing all that. So I just been doing a lot more short videos. But isn't this cool? So this is just her bangs here. Or I mean the front of her hair. You can see you can go sideways with it. Yeah, Maddie, crafting, I mean, it is so much fun. It really does help just to grab something that you're crafting on and just sit and enjoy it. You know, get a hot cup of coffee or tea and just relax and do some stitching or crafting. And it really is good for your mind too, you know, just to be creative. So there's the front of her. Okay, let's do that. So you can see how I do it. And then this is a second layer. And you just kind of arc it along. And then the fun thing about this too is you can take your threads. I mean, if you wanted to, you can incorporate thread throughout too, if you wanted to get real crazy and do some just crazy hair. But you can keep adding all kinds of stuff. Okay. I'm just splitting it to find out where I have it. Okay. There we go. And then we're just gonna go ahead and do the stitching going along this way. That's awesome, Maddie. I'm glad that you're hooked on making dolls. I know they're fun, right? Like, geez, I would have so many if you guys don't keep buying them, which thank you everybody that's been purchasing. I'm gonna get a thank you list up. I need to go through and double check everything, and my next video on Tuesdays, I go Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:00 p.m. Pacific time, because I'm over on the West Coast in Oregon, and those are the days I try to pop on, and I'll let you guys know in the community tabs, usually a day before, to let you know when I'm getting on and if I'm not able to make it or something like that. So just keep checking my community tabs. I need to check my community tabs more, because when you guys post over there, I need to double check and see, because I don't get any notifications. I don't know why. There might be something I can do to get notifications, but if I don't notice it in a couple days or something, you could just send me a message, like on any of the shorts that I post, or even this live or anything like that on a video, and it'll notify me, so I'll be able to go check it out. But yeah, so much fun doing this. Yeah, handmade beads, those are fun. I don't know if you guys remember my Vera doll, the one that I did the dress with the flowing fabrics going, kind of like the, you know, I did the flowing fabrics, I did bead work in it. I did feathers from the chickens. I did some hand stitching and stuff like that. She sold last night. Somebody bought her and over in Georgia, and I'll get a thank you list up. I really appreciate you guys. And she took a while. She was like very intricate and detailed and so much fun. I've just had so much fun making all my dolls. And I'm trying to get different price ranges in there to make them, you know, affordable for others and stuff too. But you guys have to understand, if you guys have made a doll, you know it takes a second, and it's pretty hard work. There's a lot of hand work involved, which I really enjoy. But you know, it takes a second to make these. So I'm trying to make some a little bit more affordable for everyone too. Some other ones that I'll put in there, and I'm working on her. And by Tuesday I should definitely have her done. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun making these. Yeah, she did sell. I was so excited that she sold, and she went to her forever home, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. So I got her to the post office this morning. I ran her. I always take all my dolls by hand to the post office. It's just right down the road for me, so that's nice. And I don't want to put them out in the mailbox. I'm not going to do that. I run them myself to the post office and put them in. I don't even put them in the outside post part. I go into the post office and drop them inside, so they're secure, because I don't want to mess around with someone, you know, anything. Because like I said, these dolls are very intricate and handmade, and they're only one of a kind. Like if she gets lost or something happens or stolen or whatever, you know, I won't be able to duplicate it exactly, you know. Oh yeah, Native American, that would be cool. That would be really cool with like feathers, and that would be fun. There's just so many different ways you could do these dolls, guys. So that's why it's fun to share each other's ideas and see what everybody else is working on and inspiring each other. And I mean, that's really what crafting is about, you know. I love it. And I'm glad I found my people. So let's see. Because, you know, I've been doing this since I was little. I've been, you know, stitching and I've told you guys the story, I think, at the beginning, but my first sewing machine had a real needle in it, and it was a smaller sewing machine. And my mom, I was 5 when I got it, and she taught me how to sew on it, and I still remember that. It was a little blue sewing machine, and it was so much fun. And just, you know, you gotta learn. And I just had so much fun doing that. And then crocheting, you know, I've done that since I was little too, and just, of course, I get a lot of my stuff from my mom. She taught me how to craft and do all this. So thank you, Mom. if you're watching. Sometimes we gotta thank our moms, right? Yeah, you guys are my tribe. We're all tribes here. Doing it. So much fun. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just doing back stitching and just making sure you're catching the strands here. And they don't have to be really close together. You can just kind of do it however you want. And just make sure you're catching everything. I'm just going forward and then back stitching and going back a little bit because I just want to make sure I'm catching it all. Lucinda. I like that one. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's take a vote. What do you guys think? You like Lucinda or Crystal? Let's take a vote here. That's fun. Whoa, there we go. And if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We're just learning how to take our fabric scraps and make them into doll hair. Super easy, really fun. Oh, Lucinda. Oh, Lucinda's here. Okay, I like that name for the doll, too. That's fun. That's awesome. That's fun. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to name my doll Lucinda. What do you think about that, Lucinda? Well, thank you for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. How does machine sew in kindergarten? That's awesome. Yeah, I remember being young and having a real needle in the sewing machine and learning how to do it. That's the, be taught young and just keep your hands away from the needle and, you gotta learn. For sure. Okay. So I'm getting to the end of this one, and then I'll show you guys how I pin the other hair on and see how far we get here. But this is pretty much what I do. And it turns out really cool. And just make sure you pull the pins out. I'll leave those in there. Let's make sure I got them all. Okay. So you can see her hair's getting thicker here. And then, if you do the hair too long or, don't like it a certain whatever, you can always trim it when you're all done here. But isn't that fun? How cool is she turning out? And then when you're done, you can put it up in pigtails, you can do a bun, I mean, you could do just like a grungy look to her, and do some cool things. But let me show you guys here, just how oh, I think that was her journal, so put it over there. I keep losing journals. Okay. Well, thank you, Lucinda. I'm glad you're liking the hair. I showed everybody at the beginning of this video on how to stitch this together. So you can go back and watch the replay if you just got here. But I showed an easy way to get all this stitched together. Like that. So you're just making kind of like a weave, really. So then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put the good, like that. Let me do a flip on here. So I'm just taking it and putting the good part towards her scalp, because then when it's all done, it'll flip like that on the top part. So, I mean, however you guys want to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. And then I'm going to go through and pin it real quick. So I'm just lining it up. Yes, it's just like stitching the yarn into the hair, but I'm just doing it with the fabric scraps, just to use up some fun scraps and do something different, you know, because we're making little scrappy dolls here. So these are my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls, and I do have patterns down below if you guys are interested. And just come and copy the link in my Etsy shop and paste it over to YouTube. There's no written instructions. I have tutorials. That's why I can keep it reasonable priced. So you guys can come check them out. And of course you can come purchase a doll. Okay, so I just line it up and just pop the pin in there. Yes, this definitely does help use up your fabric scraps. And you could just, I just went through with my cutter here, and some, you know, if I had bigger squares or rectangles, I just did strips and just cut them all into strips and did that. Well, thank you, Lucinda. I'm glad that you're enjoying my dolls. And yeah, I mean, this just is a fun way to stitch hair in, for sure. So I keep the same length with the hair, because even though you're getting down to smaller, we're going to turn it around, and then the extra I go back underneath with it. So it's up to you if you want to do the strips smaller down at the bottom. But I always keep them the same length because I just wrap them around, if that makes sense to you guys, hopefully. So I'm just making sure I'm not catching any, I'm trying not to get my big head in the way here, but I'm leaning over just to see if I'm getting this right here. So you just make sure you're not getting the other hairs involved on the other level. And just stitch it down. No, anything I can find to use up some scraps. Hi, Ion, welcome. No, these are not considered voodoo dolls. I mean, you can call them that if you want to, but they're my Junky Grungy Grammy dolls, and I got it loosely based off of junk journaling. So we got the coffee dyed fabrics, the just the textures, the buttons, the trinkets, all that fun stuff. And then they all have little journals in their pockets. So that's what I call them. And they have patterns if you want to come check out the pattern. You can come make your own, or you can come purchase my dolls. Okay. So you can see I got a lot left over here. So I just ignore that until I come around and stitch here. And then you'll see I just kind of wrap it around the bottom part. Or you can always just cut it, you know, and just snip it off if it's too much. So I'd rather have too much, you know, than not enough. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to go through and stitchy stitch again. And I'm just using, like I showed you guys, but if you just tuned in, it's just Coats and Clark, just thread. Just whatever thread you got. Oh, Karen, I just saw your question up there. If I have, were you asking if I have siblings that craft? I do not. I have an older brother, and he does not craft. No. He works. He works on a boat. I mean, he actually doesn't work on a boat, but he has like a kit of boats. He gets like boats in and does a kit, and he does all that. And he's good with like his hands, like working like that. And working on stuff like that, but no, not like fabric crafting or any kind of craft like that. Oh yeah, mermaid would be fun to do. That would be fun. Yes, he does like that kind of craftsmanship stuff in his spare time. Ocean Granny. That would be fun. Yeah, a mermaid doll would be kind of cool. And if you make one, I would love to see it. We would all love to see it over on the community chat tabs on my YouTube here. You can go over there and you can post and show us what you guys what have you been working on and stuff. It's so much fun, and it just kind of helps inspire others and gives us fun ideas and keeps us crafty. Why not? We love seeing new work. Yeah, my newest doll, I did bath time Grammy. So she got a little duck and a little her towel and her little shower cap. She's so much fun to make. So that's bath time Grammy. And like I said, she's for sale. So come check her out. And then of course I got my goodnight Grammy with her curlers. So she's got her curlers in her hair and her little kitty. So that's my goodnight Grammy. So if you guys haven't seen those are my newest ones. And it's just so much fun. But yes, you can come up with all kinds of fun Grammy dolls. Fun little Grammy dolls. So you can see this takes a second, and I had it like prepped so we didn't have to be here all night or day. Depends on what part of the world you're in. I know, Karen, it's late for you over there. Over in London, which is super cool. I think it'd be fun to visit London. It's just the airplane ride. Oh man, that'd be a long airplane ride. Oh yeah. So you're getting late over there. But we're getting there. We're getting there here. Because I'm just going around to the end here, and then I want to show you guys how I wrap it. Because I want to make sure you guys know this part. Okay. Oh wow. 23-hour to Australia. That would be, ouch. I poked myself. That would be a long flight. Like, man. I would want to be in some comfortable seats. That's for sure. Not like elbow to elbow with someone. Okay. So what I do, so you can see there's a little patch here. Now I've done it before. If I didn't have enough, I'll just take some thread here and just glue it there, because the hair's all gonna be flipped over anyway. I've done that before on my dolls, and it works great. But if you have leftovers, just go ahead and wrap it around. Just the same concept here. So you just go up like this. I bet it is terrible. Jeez. I know I go visit my mom. She's in Alaska, but it's like a 5-hour flight. So, I mean, it's not as bad, but still, that's still a long sitting. And, like, I don't know. I'm not much of an airplane flying kind of person. Okay. So that's pretty much what I do. And then you pin it, and then you could sew it. And let me pin it at least here. But you guys get it, what I'm doing here. So you just kind of wrap it around. And it all comes together in the wash. But it kind of works out perfect. Where it lines up here. I love the stitched. So you can just run it through your sewing machine or hand stitch and have some fun stitched fabric in the hair, and that just gives it a little more character. And we're all about character around here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Karen. That's horrible. It's really hard to not be able to travel or do anything. But that's what crafting comes in. So you can sit and do some fun crafting, you know. Here, I know I had a needle somewhere. Did I lose it? Well, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and sew that off camera, but you guys get it. It just kind of just wrap around anything that you have extra, and it just makes her hair full. Look at that, you guys. She's got a full head of hair here. Isn't that really fun? And then what you could do pigtails. And you could do, I mean, I could trim it too, but you could do pigtails. You could do just like one pony up top here. And just do like a fun pony on the top. I mean, look at that, that'll be fun. Or you could do like buns, wrap it around. So there's so many different things you can do with their hair. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, Lucinda, yeah, you worked with the real grannies. Granny inspiration. Yeah, so it is a win-win, huh? So I hope you guys got something out of this video, and it gives you guys some inspiration and use up your scraps. And like I said, post over in my community tabs. I love seeing what you guys have been working on. And if I don't answer or see it right away, just comment on one of my shorts that I post or even this video, and let me know that you posted on the community tabs, and I'll pop over and look and give you guys a comment. And it's so much fun. I really, really have so much fun with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share. And let's grow together, guys. And keep on crafting. Until next time.